An update to a developing story that we have been following closely for months. The remains of the father accused of murdering his 3 young daughters may have been found. Bones located in a remote wooded area of Leavenworth, Washington, just south of the town. An intense months-long manhunt has been underway for Decker. He is wanted on 3 counts of first-degree murder. The bodies of his little girls, 9, 8, and 5 years old, were discovered in June. Decker is accused of suffocating each of them to death. Their bodies found with plastic bags over their heads near his truck outside of a campground in Washington state. The girls reported missing by their mother after Decker failed to bring them home after a mandated custody visit. In the weeks since, investigators have been searching for Travis Decker, an Army veteran skilled in wilderness survival, looking in rugged terrain near the campground around Leavenworth, without knowing whether he is still alive and a threat to the community. The U.S. Marshals Service offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Here now, NewsNation law and justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer, also a former FBI agent. Welcome to you and thank you. They're still processing this scene right now. How soon will they have a positive ID on whether or not this is in fact Travis Decker?
I would expect a positive identification to be disclosed to the public within the next day or two, Marni, probably today.
What have been the challenges? A months-long search for him, given the terrain and the nature of this crime.
Well, Marni, what I found most interesting is the remains were found within a mile of the area, the scene where this horrific murders took place. And this tells me that because of the terrain they had, the bushes, the snakes, the wildlife, you can imagine on a grid search, you have to walk straight. But because of these diversions, Marni, it's very difficult, and they obviously missed him.
If, in fact, it's him, this case won't go to court. He won't be held accountable for what he is accused of doing. Investigatively, if, in fact, these are his remains, what happens then?
Well, essentially, there is no case because there's nobody to prosecute. Nevertheless, they have built a strong case already against him with DNA on the zip ties, DNA on the plastic, blood on the bumper, or I'm sorry, on the truck door. So they have a lot of good evidence. And I think it's just important because if not, people could speculate that somebody else did this horrific crime. I think it's also, Marni, very helpful for his wife to know that if indeed these remains are his, that he could no longer come after her.
Will they also, for peace of mind for the family, not that that can ever really be accomplished, but try to understand a motive or anything, any other clues he would have left behind?
Well, I think when you look at this case, it seems he was a family annihilator from the standpoint that he took his children's life, but he left his wife alive, which I think was very purposeful, likely. They had a very contentious situation in terms of the divorce. She did not want him to have visitation. We saw that court hearing, and I think it was a revenge type situation, Marni.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.